This burger claims to be incredible, but you have to go to a mall to get it. But is it really incredible? Today, Keith goes to find out. It's Keith versus the burger that claims to be incredible. An investigation today on Wrangle's Angle. Oh, hi guys. I'm just preparing myself for today's episode. It's a food review, but I have to go to a mall just to do it. And I hate malls. But they just happen to have a place called Incredible Burger, and I know, that's a very bold name for any burger place to call themselves, and I don't even like overhyped burgers, but I'm not gonna lie, after having a very good experience when I tried the supposed best burger in America, I'm willing to believe that anything is possible. So could the holy grail of incredible burgers be at a shopping mall in suburban Illinois? Come on, show the right footage. Thank you. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's go! Today, we're going to a place called Incredible Burger in Chicago Ridge, Illinois. They're inside of the Chicago Ridge Mall food court, which naturally makes me wonder how incredible it can be. It's been quite some time since Keith has been here, so naturally, he wants to see what's changed. Looks like Sparrow is still here, and Sarku, Japan. But now you'll find Mediterranean wraps, and even a Korean corn dog. Maybe I'll try them in a future episode. What do you guys say? But here we are at our destination, Incredible Burger, to see if their burgers really are that incredible. But I love how self-aware they are, as look what it says on their menu. Well, let's see. So far the presentation looks nice, with a video menu and nice professional pictures of their burgers. Which makes me wonder why they used these photos on their social media. I found other websites using them too. But to be fair, they're not the only restaurant that has done this. There was a taco place by my house that used pictures taken by Taco Bell. But without any further ado, let's try their burger. I'm actually quite hungry. Alright, so here we are, we got our food. It did take a few minutes, but I'm not gonna lie, I have a feeling this is gonna be fresh. Well, I do have to be honest, I did cheat. They did offer me a free sample, and who am I to turn down a free sample, And so far, it was pretty good, but it was a tiny sample, just enough to, kind of wet your whistle, kind of make you want to order something. He was very helpful. He even gave me some of the extra incredible sauce for free. Now, let's go ahead and get started. Let's look at these cheese fries right here. Ooh. Well, they look like cheese fries right here. As you can see, look at that. We're going to eat that first. Well, I'm afraid I'm going to burn myself with these. I also turned on the air conditioning because it's a little warmer than you'd expect it to be around this time of the year. Then I'm packing a little weight here, so without any further ado, this is cheese fries from Incredible Burger. I don't know, maybe I'm just hungry, but these are honestly some really good cheese fries. It's fries, they may or may not be seasoned. You got some cheese sauce on them. So far, I'm not complaining. We're gonna put that away for a second. All right, but this is what we came for right here. A burger. Now, I had to get their signature Incredible Burger. I know they had a few other options. They had a Shroomanator. They had a burger with Cool Ranch Doritos on it. They had a burger with nacho cheese sauce, and trust me, you got my attention there, but we want to see if just their main burger is a good burger. Of course, I had to get double patties because I really want to taste that meat. Oh, wow. So far, this burger looks pretty good. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's got that sauce smothered on it. I did cheat a little. I did get no pickles. Took maybe a little bit longer than your McDonald's, but it's very hot. I'm going to assume it's fresh because I know this place tries to do things a little differently. Here we go. Incredible Burger. Let's do it. Feels a lot more flavorful than your typical McDonald's. It's a lot more flavorful than Mr. Beast was. This isn't Barstool Sports. We don't judge it based on one bite. So let's do it again. That's actually really good. And there's a little bit of spice on the burger. This is really good, actually. Let's keep going. That sauce does add a little flavor to it, but from what I noticed, I can even taste a little bit extra flavor on the beef. And that's good. That's really good. Like I said, you can go to maybe one of those sit-down family restaurants, and maybe you can get a plain type of burger. You get everything on it, but it still doesn't taste like the burger when you think of the burger you want to eat right before you die, but I'm always hesitant to use words like incredible. This is a good burger. Okay, now are we talking when I went to the so-called best burger in America? It's not quite there, but this is actually really good. But I'm definitely going to come back and try the Korean corn dogs here because I've never had those before. I'm willing to believe that those are good too. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. If other fast food places would make their burgers as good as this place, I think the world would be a better place. I think what really does it for me is that the beef actually tastes like real beef. Almost dropped my sauce there. Much like I dropped my Texas toast when I did the Cane's episode. Oh, where'd the bread go? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to see what's changed in this mall. What's different? Let's see if I can find some interesting things. Let's go. So here we are inside of a mall I haven't been inside of in a long time. So let's take a look around and see what we can find. Well, here's one of a bunch of booths selling stuff. Have you ever bought anything from one of these booths? I've always wondered if they even sell anything or make any money. And look, it's the former Sears space, and the sign is still there too. I wish I could live in a world where Sears can still be successful. Well, not too far from them is a Mexican ice cream shop. There's a bunch of those in Chicagoland, and a lot of times they use the same name too. Funny, because most of them aren't even affiliated with one another. But another treat was calling my heart, and this one I'm sure you've heard of. Oh yes, I can't wait till I get paid to do this. If you're enjoying the video so far, just remember that Wrangle's Angle is sponsored by you, so consider leaving me a cash donation so I can keep making them. Or you could just hit subscribe. Or, if you prefer something tangible, remember that we have Wrangle's Angle t-shirts too, and in just a few minutes, I'll tell you how you can get one. But in the meantime, we're gonna let Keith enjoy his cinnamon roll, but let's take a look at the results of what we came for, Incredible Burger. Honestly, I found Incredible Burger to be delicious. That's right, a mall burger really can be good and flavorful. The Incredible sauce was good too, but I felt the beef patties were the star of the show here. It may not be the absolute best burger I've ever had, but it's up there, and that alone is impressive. I would definitely eat it again, as it beats most big-name fast food burgers that I'm familiar with, and even lots of small-name places too. If I have to say anything negative, it's not the cheapest place to go, but considering the flavor, quality, and service, I have no regrets about what I paid. All in all, definitely a place worthy of a recommendation. I definitely recommend Incredible Burger, and that is the Wrangle's Angle on that one. Alright, but I guess one question still remains. Is Incredible Burger really all that incredible? Well, I guess that begs another question. Is Best Buy really the best? Or is General Motors really all that general? Well, here's how I take it. If I was to drive give or take 40 minutes to pay $20 for a burger meal at a mall that I never go to, just to tell you that I recommend it, I'd have to say that that alone is incredible. And that is the Wrangle's Angle on that one. But let me know, do you want me to go back to that mall and try that Korean corn dog place? Let me know in the comments. If you like today's episode, you'll love the time me and two friends went to the city of Chicago to try the supposed best burger in America. And you'll find that video on my channel. So don't forget, we got more videos for you to watch on YouTube and Facebook. Remember, either way, it's .com/Wrangle's Angle. And when you're there, don't forget to hit subscribe, because we got more videos for you on the way, including food videos, because evidently people just love it when I talk about food. But don't forget, we also got Wrangle's Angle t-shirts. That's right, Kobe.com/Wrangle's Angle is the official place to get official Wrangle's Angle merchandise, like the official Wrangle's Angle t-shirt. And when you're there, don't forget, Wrangle's Angle is sponsored by you. So consider leaving me a one-time or monthly donation today, because Wrangle's Angle's free, and I like it that way. But just remember that your purchases and donations help me to make more of the content that you love. So consider leaving me a one-time or monthly donation today. And yes, monthly donations can be canceled at any time. It's all waiting for you at Kofi.com/Wrangle's Angle. That's ko-fi.com/Wrangle's Angle. But before we go, before you watch more of my videos, remember, a burger doesn't need to be incredible for you to enjoy it. Take, for example, those cheap microwavable frozen burgers I used to buy when I worked at the grocery store. In fact, I'm kind of craving one right now. So here's a commercial I made just in case those burgers were to advertise themselves in a brutally honest fashion. We'll see you next time, folks. Take it easy. You know, I'm an incredibly handsome guy with an incredibly large appetite, but sometimes I'm just too lazy and cheap to make something that tastes incredible. They're not great, but they don't suck. Lucky for you, not great burger. They're not great, but what's your other option? They're not great, but they don't suck. We don't care how you heat them up, but just know that while they're not ideal, they are the solution. Hey, that's actually really... They're not great, but they don't suck. Hey, why don't you let me decide? Listen, jerk, you're just a prop in this commercial. We're paying you. Not great burger. They're not great. They're not great, but they don't suck.
But then who really gives up? But disqualified.